What is up, my fellas? Coming at you guys today with a new album review. But before we get into that, you know, if you've been here the whole month and a half I've been on YouTube, then you'll probably know that I'm gonna have to shout out the album of the video. And this time it is Ruin's Satanic Bitch Penetration. This is a really raw, like super raw black metal band. I fucking love it. The vocals on here are fucking killer. Actually, this came with like a lot of CDs on eBay. Not like a ton of CDs, just, you know, like a bunch of random CDs, and this was one of them that was in the pile, and I ended up loving it. But for today's review, we are going to be reviewing something a little different than what I've reviewed before. Today we're going to review some post-rock. I'm not that familiar with the genre, but I'm still giving my opinion on this album right here, which is PVT's Homosapien. Now, how I got this album is, I don't remember which album I bought off Bandcamp, but this came free. Like, I didn't even know there were two LPs. This was just one they threw in the box, maybe to like get their shit out there, you know. But yeah, I've studied it, I've given it a few listens, and now I am ready to share my thoughts with you guys. So, first off, we got the track Shiver. To kick off this album, we have this beepy synth arpeggio, coupled by at first vocoded vocals. Vocoded being, as you know, like robotic, like put through some kind of filter. The vocals are pretty, and they add a really blissful atmosphere. With some piano along the synths near the tail end, it's a fresh opener of a track. It kind of got me going. I was like, okay, you know, maybe this is like going to be one of those accidental grails, you know, because I was really impressed with this first track. But now we're going to move on to track 2, which is Evolution. The beginning here actually sounds a lot like Vaporwave, like specifically something that Vectroid would get behind. It's like, it has that aesthetic to it. Like, if it were to pop up on a Vaporwave album, I wouldn't bat an eye because it's that similar. There's flashes and bursts of bright synths that lead to the first verse. Now with normal male vocals, no more vocoded vocals. And they sound pristine. I really enjoy the vocals here. I like the bubbly bass line as well, that syncopates with the drums. It's a pretty tune. I like this song. Up next we got Electric. This song opens up with a danceable and sexy ass synth rhythm. The hook, I am electric, I am electric, with the harmonized vocals in the background are a nice touch. Eventually, the track gets a bit more distorted, but it kind of adds a sensual feeling to the atmosphere of the album. After that, next track is Cold Romance. This is a weaker track. I mean, this track was kind of annoying to me. The whole pot and pans clinging kind of production. I mean, not like Saint Anger from Metallica. I like that album, by the way. Go fuck yourself. But yeah, it's just clanging. It wasn't my cup of tea. And the vocals are great though, but not that redeemable to make this track like worth listening to again. And then we got the next track, which is Love and Defeat. I love the beginning to this song. It sounds like something that could come off of Frank Ocean's fucking Nostalgia Ultra. It has this like dreamy little strummed guitar chords just kind of breathing in the atmosphere. I mean, yeah, it definitely reminds me of something Frank would do. but the verses aren't that interesting. It didn't really grab my attention like some of the other songs. The chorus is a bit redeeming when the tinny synths pop up for a while, grooming the track, making it more appealable. But, I also hear some faint guitar in the background. There really isn't that much guitar on this album, to be honest. It's mostly synths. But, I'd say this track is lukewarm. I wasn't too hot on it. And then we got the namesake of the album, Homosapien. This track has an interesting opener. Rattling hi-hats, not like trap rattling hi-hats, but just like shit like that. It has a really gnarly bass groove. I love it. I love myself a gnarly bass groove, you know what I'm saying? It turns into sounding like the first track, like really ambient and like, I don't want to say foreboding because there's literally nothing evil about this album. This album is very pretty, but it's a different kind of atmosphere. But yeah, the bridge is very pretty. The vocoded vocals return and actually add a nice flavor to the song. But the climax is the best part. Progressive guitar chords, euphoric vocal delivery, and which just ends with the guitar riff that was strumming along through the whole track. Up next we got Vertigo. Vertigo, this cut starts off with a really drony synth, kind of like painting itself into the background. More rattling hi-hats, which I can take or leave. I mean, they're done pretty tastefully here, like the whole album isn't littered with it, But, in a higher registered voice, like, I don't know the vocalist's name or anything, but he's singing in a higher register than he normally does. This track seems to be more synthetic, like the drum, it's not real percussion, it's not a drum set, it's like, I don't want to say 808s, but it's synthetic percussion. And this song seems to be about the euphoria of being with your loved one, feeling like a vertigo, which is, standing high, or like basically kind of like fear of heights, but it's just you're with this person, and they just make you feel sky high, even to the point where you're afraid if you're gonna fall or not. At least that's the take I got from the song. Then we got Nightfall. Nightfall is a very synthwave-esque opener. It's really cool. I like the immediate pace. The vocals croon along well with the thumping beat. This is another one of my favorite tracks. This song is very nocturnal. I could see like driving at night to this, with the background of a cityscape, just cruising with the windows down with your lover. Oh my gosh, I'm stupid. Alright, just a few more tracks left. Now we got New Morning. With the higher registered vocals coming back, it evolves into a rattling hi-hat / clap drum pattern, which I don't have a problem with. The vocals are crisp and angelic. I like the crash cymbals near the end of the track. This song is decent at best, but it's not one I'd skip when I listen to it again. Then up next we got Casual Success. Right from the get-go, you can tell this is a banger. It has a really, really sick synth riff that it reminds me of maybe like a guitar riff that the White Stripes would make. Like, is it Seven Nation Army? I don't know. That's the kind of vibe I get from this song, Casual Success. I mean, it's a nice little jam, but fails to keep me interested the whole time. Like, if it was shorter, I could see myself liking the song more, but it kinda overstays its welcome. There are some kick-ass falsettos littered through the instrumentation though, which adds a nice flavor. Now, I skipped a few of the last tracks because they weren't that interesting to me, but the last song we're going to talk about is Ziggurat. It is an instrumental. This song is very dreamy and ethereal. Calming chimes and a lazy synth kind of cascading. It's really, really beautiful, and this is for sure the prettiest song on the record. I mean, that's kind of like what this album's aesthetic is love and beauty, which is something that I normally don't try to listen to in music. But yeah, that's about all I got for this review. To give it a score from Yeet, Yoink, or Yanked, I mean, it was good, but not that good. I'd give it a decent yoink, as in this facial expression right here. It was okay. I mean, I got it for free, so I didn't really mind. But comes on white vinyl. But it's an interesting and cool little album there. Now, for my next videos, I'm gonna be looking up more shit to review and continue my vinyl series. Yeah, I got a whole week off coming up, so I'm definitely gonna be cranking a lot of videos then. But yeah, I mean, give this album a try if you want something a little different. Again, this is post-rock. Yeah, PVT, homosapien, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and